It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And a Raider first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
A first carry now. This is Williams. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
4-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's a gain of a yard.
Another nice play there by Chris Jones, a Pro Bowler for the first time in 2020. A 5-year man out of Mississippi State. I would dare say plenty more Pro Bowls for him coming up.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. On play action, it's Mahomes. steps away to his left. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
The score, Chiefs 7, Raiders 0. Harrison Butker to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach it. And do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Intended for Tyreek.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Loss of 1.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. is Mahomes on third. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got it first and goal at the 7. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Raider ball carrier.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
One more time with Jacobs. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. He can run for it, and he will. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 30.
30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Jacobs again, the ball carrier.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
A 2-yard gain.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
But that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs.
Complete.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
First down.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Carr. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Complete.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Nice catch up by Tyrell Williams to get off to a hot start. Heck, I'd call it a blazing start in 2019, scoring a touchdown each of his first 5 games. And he has history as a big-time receiver as well. 1,000 yards receiving for the Chargers back in 2016.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. So that'll back him up 5. Carr now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. A quick toss outright, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Number 16,
Tyrell Williams.
Touchdown.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Raiders 10, Chiefs 7. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That's good.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 38, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Damian Williams, the ball carrier. Nick Kwiatkowski.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
3-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
To go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. On the return, here's Richard. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That's good for 28 yards. The handoff, this is Jacobs. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, a quick throw there out to Williams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Las Vegas.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Throwing now is Carr. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And that's Alex Okafor who gets in to register the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is Carr. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Carr. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Chiefs 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Hardman on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, first and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Tanner Muse there defensively.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Edwards-Helaire.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelce fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelce.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's caught at the 10. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. A big play there for KC. 46 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. DeMarcus Robinson. DeMarcus Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. With 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Chiefs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
For the field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
17.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Yard on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
13-yard line.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Butker on for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Good. Makes the score Chiefs 24, Raiders 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Jalen Richard now on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
At the 19-yard line.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Williams. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Clyde Edwards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Here comes Richard on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards. First down, Raiders.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Carr completes it. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From midfield, here's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Chris Jones on the stop.
Josh Jacobs.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 6 yards.
Back to throw, Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And this is back down to a 7-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Max Crosby.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
44-yard line.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Carr to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they